This particular blast furnace was cast 6 times a day every 4 hours. And the casts would probably run anywhere from, depending on the grade of iron you were making, anywhere from 70 tons up to 100 tons.
Inside like a cobbler pie. The blast furnace melts from the bottom. All the stock's piled up on top, and the heat melts it down to the bottom and it settles down, and you pull more.
Each of the furnaces here had 6 stoves, and at any one time it only had 4 of those on what they call full-on gas, or being heated up. And then the other 2 would be taken off the gas, and air blown back over the bricks in the other direction, and then blown into the bottom of the furnace at about 1800 degrees.
That's what those pipes inside blows in there, it's melting down to the bottom.
It's really quite a clever set of structures, really, an engineering marvel, if you will.
There's a magic to it. It's making iron out of ore, limestone, coal, and created this run molten iron.
It's white hot, and it comes gushing out with sparks, and it's almost volcanic, and it runs into a whole pattern of molds on the floor of the casting shed. There's a long central trench, and then it branches off into other smaller trenches, and finally branches off into little channels that look like baby piglets suckling at the breast of a mother sow, which is why you call it pig iron.
When iron cooled, these hammers probably weigh over 100 pounds. We had some men that were strong enough, they could take one of these hammers and pick it up over his head and touch his nose with it and set it back down. And it's very difficult. I don't believe many weightlifters nowadays could do it.
In the heart of Alabama stands a monument to American industry, a place where fire shaped a city, where ambition forged opportunity, and where danger was a daily companion. Floss Furnace, once the beating iron heart of Birmingham, now a silent witness to history, hardship, and haunting legend. Few places on Earth contain all the essential ingredients for pig iron within a few miles of each other, but in central Alabama, nature placed coal, limestone, and iron ore side by side. To an industrialist of the late 19th century, this was destiny. After the Civil War, the South's economy laid in ruins, but Colonel James Withers Sloss, Confederate veteran, turned railroad magnate, saw a new path forward, not through cotton, but through iron. In 1880, Sloss founded the Sloss Furnace Company with engineer Harry Hargreaves. He built 2 towering Whitwell furnaces, 60 feet tall, 18 feet wide, capable of producing iron at a scale the region had never seen. In April 1882, the first blast roared to life. That year alone, Sloss produced 24,000 tons of high-quality pig iron. Birmingham, once a quiet valley, exploded into growth. The Magic City was born. Railroads, factories, and mines sprang up overnight. Immigrants arrived from Europe. Former slaves sought wages and stability. Rural Southerners flocked to the city in search of opportunity, but opportunity came with a price. Working at Sloss was not a job, it was survival. 12-hour shifts, no ventilation, temperatures soaring past 120 degrees, the air thick with coal dust and carbon monoxide. Men labored inches from molten iron, knowing that a single misstep could mean death. Segregation shaped every corner of the site. Black workers were assigned the most dangerous jobs: stoking furnaces, clearing slag, shoveling ore. White workers held supervisory roles, separate washrooms, separate time clocks, separate housing. Yet despite the inequities, these workers kept the furnaces alive. Their labor built Birmingham's industrial identity. Among the workers, one figure became infamous: James Slag Wormwood. According to legend, Slag was the night shift foreman in the early 1900s, a man whose obsession with production bordered on cruelty. Stories claimed he forced his men to work at unsafe speeds, ignoring warnings, pushing them to take risks no other foreman demanded. Under his command, nearly 50 workers died, crushed by gears, blinded by explosions, suffocated by gas, or scalded by steam. Whether Slag truly existed remains debated. No official records confirm his presence, but the legend persists. Reaches its climax in October 1906. Workers, fed up with Slag's brutality, allegedly confronted him atop the highest furnace. In the darkness, someone pushed him. Slag fell into a vat of molten iron. His body consumed instantly. The death was ruled an accident, but the workers whispered a different truth. Despite the dangers, Sloss became a center of innovation. In 1909, James Pickering Devil became superintendent of construction. Over the next 2 decades, he transformed the facility. Devil redesigned furnace linings, developed gas cleaning systems, and earned 17 patents. His innovations made Sloss one of the most efficient pig iron producers in the world. But modernizing did not eliminate danger. Workers continued to die in horrific accidents. One man was crushed when his clothing caught in a rotating gear. Others fell into molten iron. Steam pipes burst without warning. Carbon monoxide silently claimed lives. One of the most chilling accounts came in 1971, just before the furnaces closed. Night shift chef Samuel Blumenthal claimed he encountered a monstrous figure, half man, half demon, that attacked him near the furnace stairs. He died days later from unexplained burns. His final words, "It wasn't human." In the mid-20th century, Birmingham's air grew thick with pollution from iron and steel plants. The city earned the nickname Smoke City. Residents suffered from respiratory illnesses. Federal environmental laws, including the Clean Air Act, forced older furnaces to shut down. At the same time, richer iron ore from other regions made Alabama's mines less competitive. Sloss struggled to keep up. In 1971, after nearly 90 years of operation, the furnaces went cold. The furnaces were nearly demolished, but local preservationists fought back. In 1977, Birmingham voters approved of a $3.3 million bond to save the site. In 1981, Sloss became a National Historic Landmark, the first blast furnace in the United States preserved for public use. 2 years later, it reopened as a museum. Today, Sloss Furnaces is a place of transformation. The site hosts metal arts program, concert, festival, wedding, and educational tours. A new visitor center, completed in 2016, blends steel and brick in a design that honors the site's industrial past. Even as Sloss transformed into a museum, the stories of its haunted past grew louder. Visitors report hearing voices shouting production orders, "Mind the heat, push some steel," echoing through empty tunnels. Some claim to see a figure in blue overalls, the uniform once worn by furnace workers. Others describe sudden temperature drops, the feeling of being washed, or the sensation of being shoved by unseen hands. Paranormal investigators have documented slaps, scratches, and shadowy figures. One investigator, Kevin Walden, was struck in the face by an unseen force. The handprint remained for hours. Teams from popular television shows have reported footsteps, voices, and apparitions. Whether these encounters are echoes of trauma, tricks of the mind, or something more, remains a matter of belief. Perhaps the spirits of Sloss are not ghosts at all, but memories, the lingering imprint of thousands of lives shaped by fire, danger, and hardship. Sloss Furnaces is more than a haunted site. It is a monument to human endurance, a reminder of the workers, black and white, immigrant and native born, who built Birmingham with their sweat, their skill, and sometimes their lives. Sloss Furnaces stand today as a testament to the power of industry, the resilience of workers, and the complicated legacy of the American South. It is a place where history lives in every beam of steel, and where some say the past still walks among the ruins. Whether you come for the history, the art, or the thrill of the unknown, one thing is certain: Sloss Furnaces is a place that refuses to be forgotten.